What is good, NIO family? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this one I'm going to be talking about the one and only NIO stock and help you guys better understand the share price of NIO. I'm also going to talk about what's going on with the overall stock market and why this caused NIO to drop pretty hard today, but I am still very bullish for the long-term future of this company even though it's in the red. I'm going to talk about what's going on with NIO put on their Twitter page, which is another testament to how successful this company is going to be and how amazing it is. But before I talk about that, before I say anything about NIO's Twitter page, before I talk about what's going on the news, what you should be anticipating for NIO, I do have to mention a couple of very important things. First, the first thing is I'm not a financial planner, so please do not take this as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. And not only benefits me, it benefits the entire NIO community as a whole. And the last thing is, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link down below and in the description. If you do send for Moomoo and deposit $100, you're not only going to qualify for up to 5 free stocks, each worth up to $3,500, but you're also going to get a free NIO share. So if you want this opportunity to get a free NIO share and you want to be able to trade NIO on the Hong Kong exchange, check out the link down below, sign up for Moomoo because it gives you all that access. And with that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So looking at NIO, we're down 9.57% for the day, even lower than anticipated. Now, I do want to remind you guys of something, and that is the fact that we have this massive gap fill right over here between, I would say, the 19 to about $20 range, around the $20 range. So I do believe we're going to run up to 20 in the next, maybe I would say within a few weeks. We should easily come back there, right, in maybe 1 or 2 weeks. But right now, something different happened. And I've not lost faith in that thesis. I still believe we're going to run right back up. But for the short term, we are starting to dip. And we may continue to dip like this going into Monday because we do have some important things to discuss. So, why was the entire market red? It wasn't just NIO that's down around 9%. I mean, Tesla's down over 5%, AMC is down over 6%. The IWM is down pretty hard. The SPY, the NASDAQ, there's red all over the place. It's just insane. GME is down to $92. I mean, it took a big hit. We're seeing red all over the place. And this is just something that happens, right? We're seeing a big sell off and a lot of manipulation coming out from these big market makers, these hedge funds. And looking at what's happening to NIO, we're seeing 47 million of its entire volume, right? 51% came on off-lit exchanges, dark pools. It's a very manipulated stock. The market could be down 2%. NIO would be down 7, 8%. It's just crazy. And one of the reasons why it's down is because of what's going on in Ukraine, the effect it's going to have on gas and inflation. Another reason is because of the fact that this is kind of an after effect of the CPI data that came out that also had its toll. And another thing is this right here, the FOMC meeting. From the 15th through the 16th of March, the Fed is going to have a big meeting. And in that meeting, they're going to announce to what degree they're going to raise rates. So there's lots of uncertainty. Some people are selling off. They're concerned about what's going to be announced. And we do anticipate a 25 basis point hike, like I said before, but we're still going to have to wait for that, right? Because once it comes, the market's probably going to drop a little bit, then start to rally to some degree. But right now, the market doesn't know that. We don't know where rate hikes are going to go. We don't know how the market's going to respond. So we're fearful right now. The market is driven on fear. So as a result of this, we're seeing all these sell-offs all over the place. Now, after the FOMC meeting, I do expect NIO to run and fill this gap. But before that, what is going to happen? And that's probably something a lot of people are wondering. We had these massive red candles. It just got hammered today. My goodness. Looking at the one-day chart, we got a sell signal from the super trend, and we're pretty much sideways and just descending for the entire day. Now, let me bring up some other technical indicators just real quick. I'm going to bring the 2-hour candles, and you guys can see this right here. This is the interesting part. NIO is descending, and we're still continuing to descend. But the thing about the way we're descending is we saw this big spread from the DMI, from the positive and negative lines, indicating that we have bearish momentum. RSI is very oversold. The MACD flips with the 9-day moving average, showing more and more bearish momentum. So going into next week, I do expect us to maybe see a little bit more red. We're going to continue with the sell-off most likely. And NIO could go as low as the 15s, guys. But that's the thing. Once we get to 15, I do expect us to see a bounce off that. And once we get that bounce, we're probably going to trade a little bit sideways. But then after rate hikes come, we could drop it right back down to the 15s before starting to run all the way up back to the 20s. So I just want to prepare you guys for that. It's because there's so much uncertainty, people are concerned. And the thing is, remember, NIO is a very manipulated stock. They're doing very well fundamentally. They're getting better throughout the days. So don't let things like this phase you. Now, I want to talk about this as well before I talk about something else. And that is the fact that NIO put on their Twitter page that while drawing on the fluid silhouettes of the NIO ET7, the NIO ET5 seamlessly integrates high performance autonomous driving sensors into its pure yet progressive body lines. Once again, amazing car. They're killing it. It's going to be even more, it's going to be very affordable and very good for China. So I see a lot of potential for this going into the future. Now, right now, guys, I'm going to be real with you. NIO is down, but think about where this share price is going to be in many years. Think about the next few years. Do you think it's going to be in the 20s? I don't think so, guys. I see this thing running to the moon once we start to see big moves coming. Additionally, I want to talk about something else, and that is the fact that in the current market conditions, it's going to become really hard for these shorts. And the reason I say that is not only are rates going up, but they're losing a lot of money on their long positions. We saw what happened to Russian bonds and Chinese bonds in the whole Evergrande situation. When they become worthless, it's going to hurt these big companies, these shorts, such as BlackRock, right? And as a result, they've been hedging these positions by loading up on many companies, such as NIO, such as AMC. And what I believe is going to happen is margin calls. Margin calls are more likely to come now than ever before. And as time goes on, when margin calls come, it's going to push these things to the absolute moon because shorts have to cover all the shorting they've done on NIO, on AMC, on GME, all these plays. And when they start to cover, NIO is going to run, so are all these other plays, but it's going to take a little bit of time. So before we get there, yeah, we're probably going to dip. Sure. We're going to see some red. Sure. But eventually, and I mean this, I see big moves coming, but you just got to be patient. And you also have to remember, fundamentally, NIO has not gotten worse. They're getting better and better and better and better. The future is going to be bright. For now, it's going to be hard, sure. But eventually, we're going to break out of this. Eventually, these shorts have to cover. Eventually, big institutions are going to be piling up as this company expands to other countries. They're getting better and better by the minute. That's what I have for this one. They have amazing communities, amazing customer service. Just wait it out because eventually a big reversal will come. I want to thank you all for listening. Do not lose faith, but always remember, I'm not giving financial advice. You guys can do whatever you want. But one thing I know for sure, and that is I don't see this company dying. I see a reversal coming in the future. It's just going to, require patience. Remain calm, cool, and collected. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the weekend and peace out.